Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please invite your friends, and if you are a Muslim, invite the virgins. Today, our topic is very, very unique, extremely unique. I just discovered that Muhammad, he was Indonesian, and even Solomon, he was from Indonesia, brother. And I wonder, why I like really Indonesian food, Indonesian people, Indonesian language, you know. It turned to be they are my cousins. Like, hello, you know. Every day we hear different news from the Mohammedan, and the madness of this religion is beyond stupidity. Sometimes the word stupidity cannot explain stupidity. What's stupidity mean? So it turned to be that there is great temples uh, around the world, and we are talking now about Indonesia, brother, uh, even Thailand. This guy Solomon, my friend, he was everywhere. You ask for Solomon, you go to Bangkok, you go to Jakarta. Actually, I don't know, I just received the news that Prophet Muhammad was from Jakarta. And the reason they call him, like they call the city Jakarta, because he was a jackass. Uh, I'm just joking, okay? I'm not insulting Jakarta. I don't know what Jakarta mean, but those people are really, really, really weird. They are desperate, totally desperate to find something about the religion to make it something. So this is, let me read for you in case you do not know Filipinos, which is the language of Jakarta, by the way. In Brazil, when I was in Brazil, this is the language I speak all day, non-stop. I go to Brazil, I speak Bangladesh language. What was our topic today? I forgot. Prophet Muhammad, I always forget him. He have a very short memory, flight of thought. So, kalimaha tuhuri baha baradora bara alaha. Okay, okay, whatever, Prophet, okay. Controversary, Sowal Kandi, Barador Bor, Tingle Nabi Sulaiman. Okay, let us go back. Hold on, what is this? Something fishy here. It says here, brothers and sisters, Kandi Baradar Diga Haman Oli Nabi Sulaiman. So, to make it simple for you, you see this here in the front of you. It turned to be this Buddhist temple. It's built by Prophet Solomon. And actually, the scientists, they could not really find any proof except the socks of a Prophet Solomon. Now, what they did, and I'm talking about Muslim scientists, they took the socks of Prophet Solomon. He left them in one of the bathroom there in the temple. And they took the DNA, because, Prophet Solomon, he had different DNA. I'm telling you, So they took the DNA from his socks. This guy, he used to sweat a lot. Imagine yourself flying the flying carpet and your feet in the water, and and the water is like a sauna, so he sweat. So they took the socks and they analyzed the DNA. By the way, in case you do not know what DNA mean, I don't know what they teach you in school, but DNA, it's mean dumb and nerd and alhamdulillah, DNA. So they took the DNA of a Prophet Solomon. They put some of his socks, because they can't put the whole socks. If you put the whole socks in the laboratory, it will explode. The smell will kill everybody. It's not like a weapon. So they took some DNA from Prophet Solomon. They found the socks in this temple, and they discovered that this temple was built by Prophet Solomon. Now, you might say this is kind of, this is not logical. Well, this is in your stupidity. It's not logical. This is very logical. Jakarta belonged to Israel, and we are going to ask Benjamin Netanyahu to take it tomorrow. Benjamin Netanyahu is not the prime minister now. It doesn't matter, man. Who cares? The Jews are Jews. Doesn't matter what you call them. All of them, they are Jews. Jack Shalom, Netanyahu. It doesn't matter. So we are going to call them, And we will say, guess what? Indonesia belonged to you, brother. Solomon, he was there, and the capital of Jakarta is your capital. You know, we will send them like a couple of thousands of Orthodox Jews, and Aman Rabbi Aman. I mean, I don't know what to say about this stupid religion. They went so far, and this sheikh, the one we are talking about, is the one who said that, the one who mentioned this. Yeah, I forgot to mention to you, who is the scientist who discovered this? You know, maybe you are not aware of the science. You know, some people, they look naive and they don't look smart, but in reality, they are genius. Okay? So this brother, mashallah, alhamdulillah, and look at the book. Behind him, it's called Al-Mu'jam al-Kabir. And I'm sure he do not know how to read anything there. So he discovered that the Prophet Solomon, he built this temple. Okay? Now, I don't know, this temple actually for me, it looked, to be honest with you, it looked like a Jewish temple. Let us, maybe we should take a look at it, you know. Who was there in this temple before? Any one of you was there? Okay. I will tell you, I don't like to share things about me, but you know what? I was there when the Prophet Solomon, he built it. And actually, I remember he asked me to help him to carry some stones because, you know, at that time I was a genie. Okay. But I was like a big one, like not like the small genie you see him in the ball. You know, they have to, in order to put me inside the ball, it was the ball. It was so big, like 17,000 floor. So like Prophet Solomon, he says to me, can you, CP, can you give me some rocks? So I, you know, throw rocks. And this is actually how, you know, like, okay, just to tell you, but it was an accident. I throw the rocks to give him the rocks, not to kill him. And then I hit Solomon in his head, you know. And the Jews, they were so upset because now I killed their king, you know, because of my rocks. Now I forgot that Suleiman is so short compared to me. So when he said a rock, he was talking about a rock, like, you know, for good for his size to carry, not a rock in the size of a mountain. So I grab a mountain, I throw it at him, and Suleiman was brother, you know. Yeah. So here we see Prophet Solomon, peace be upon him. Actually, I should. Yeah, even the Muslims, they have pictures for it. Can you believe it, brother? The Muhammadan, there's a video in YouTube. I just discovered that. Hold on. Let me open this picture here. Look. Things is getting complicated. I don't know where to go now. Brother, look the graphic. This is not a graphic. You might say this is a Photoshop. This is the Prophet Solomon. It says here, Dibangon Oleh Nabi Sulaiman. What is behind him? The Buddhist temple. Always I suspect Sulaiman to be Buddhist. And I will tell you why. Sulaiman, you know, from like the beginning of his life, he used to go to the walking street in Bangkok. Whereas all those girls, you know, like wearing short and etc. And look at Solomon. Look what happened to him because he was walking in the street there. Do you see how shiny his face? Do you notice? This is because of how much light in the walking street in Bangkok they have. So he observed the radiation from the light because he's a prophet. And now, and look, he have a stick with him. I mean, you cannot be a prophet and you don't have a stick. You know what I mean? I mean, Muslims have a stick, so everybody have to have a stick. Yesterday I was hiking and I saw a guy holding a stick. So I said to him, Assalamu alaikum, Prophet. You know, you believe it or not, it turned to be this is Solomon. And he is the one who inspired me. He said, are you going, please, to make a video about me tomorrow? I said, who are you? He said, I am solo moon. I said, I can say you are a solo. What about the moon? He said, okay, look at the prophet and look at the moon. Look at the prophet and look at the moon. And turn, he's right. I mean, the face of the prophet, look, it's shiny. Now, the reason Muslim they put those things because it's haram, brother, haram to make pictures. But isn't this is a picture of somebody, you idiot? I mean, this is the matter really now. Like you hide his face, but it doesn't matter really now if he have show his face or his ass. I mean, this religion is really, really weird. Now, any one of you here is not convinced that Solomon is the one who built this temple? Any one of you, and look, 301K view. I mean, it is not hard to fool the Muslims. It's not hard. 300, the one who viewed this video, I don't want to play it. We will die laughing, and they will report us for copyright. You know, even though Prophet Solomon is right, my cousin. So Prophet Solomon, yeah, he built this temple. Let me remember what actually there's some incident happened there when he was building the temple. I forgot. Yeah, actually, this is the only temple in all of the world, okay, which have a iPhone charger. Prophet Solomon, because he was a prophet, is a Muslim prophet. Jewish prophet, Christian prophet, they predict nothing. I'm telling you. The Muslim prophet Solomon is a Muslim. That's why he have genies, and this is why he can have sex with all those women in one night. Even me, I cannot even do that. Like according to Prophet Mohammed, he had sex with 100 women in one night. For me, I can like 99 maximum. Like maybe, to be honest with you, not even 97. I mean, come on. But 100, that's exceed the limit. Yeah, I mean, even if I ate baklava all day. So true story, by the way. That was true story. So Prophet Solomon, I remember, he told me, I want to install this jack. So I hold the rocks for him, and we put the jacks between two rocks. And until now, if you go to this temple, you can charge your phone for free. And what happened? The rocks will work like solar. Yeah, he's a Muslim prophet. He's advanced. So the solar of the rocks suck the electricity, the same as the Saudi, they suck your money when you go to Hajj because you're a fool. You are poor. You spend all your life saving money to go to Hajj, and then the Saudi, they buy drugs with it and go to Bangkok, have sex with girls. Unbelievable. The Saudi family. Anyway, so this is I mean, this is I was first-hand witness. There's difference, by the way, between first-hand and second-hand. I mean, come on. If you buy second-hand clothes, is it the same as first-hand? No. Right? So you have to take that into consideration. So I was first-hand witness for all those things, all those events happen, and actually the stick you see in the hand of Solomon. Do you see the stick, guys? If you see the stick, tell me. Give me one, please. Do you guys see the stick in the image, or it's not showing for you? Anyone see the stick? Yeah, it is going to take someone to be brave to say, you see the stick, don't you? Okay, I will tell you the story here. Do you remember the story of the king who wearing clothes but he is naked? Okay, I will tell you now the story. This is stick, only foolish people can see it. And now nobody will say, I did not see it. What is the stick? I did not see the stick. This is a magical stick, only foolish people can see it. What is that? Only foolish people can see it. Who saw the stick? Let me repeat the question one more time. What the stick? Exactly. Malaysian prophet. Oh, you are a prophet. No wonder you cannot see it. You're not foolish. I can tell. Indonesian Muslims, what's wrong with you people? I mean, this guy, he built, he's a Buddhist. So like, is a Buddhist is his God or what? I mean, what's wrong with those people? How far the stupidity can travel, I mean, stupidity does not need legs, does not need a spaceship, does not mean, like just get the stupid person, he'll fly. Yeah, Suleiman, he built the temple, brother. And look what it says in the title, by the way. Look, the bang gun. Did you notice what this word is? I don't know, many of you, because you are not smart. The ban gun. So the stick in the hand of Prophet Solomon here, it was his gun, you know. So he was using it as a deban, you go deep, and after and then like you have the stick in your hand. Deep, by the way, Deep was like a very well-known beast at that time, very very big in Jakarta and Honolulu. So like he put one foot in Honolulu and one foot in Jakarta. Sometimes he put 2 foot in Honolulu and his ass in Jakarta, or versa, versus ass, whatever, So he switched, foot, and then Solomon, he came with this big gun, and he hit him between his legs. And the beast, like even if you're a beast, you cannot handle such a hit in the balls. I mean, just think about it. Like I remember once I was a kid and there was a guy in front of me and he's big, tall. I was a kid, so from all my heart, it's not nice to say heart, because I hit him in the balls. I hit him in the balls because he was like in the height of my head. I mean, that location. I hit him there, and this is what is exactly the bang gun. Okay, so Suleiman, brother, this beast who was controlling this temple, which is a holy temple for the Mohammedan. And originally the Kaaba was there, by the way. The Kaaba was there. But when Mr. Diban, he took over the place, Suleiman, he moved the Kaaba over, he put it in the flying carpet. He looked for a place, there's nobody there. He said, where I'm going to put the Kaaba, where I'm going to put the Kaaba, where I'm going to put the Kaaba, bingo, he went to Google, he said, in the middle of nowhere. So Google, he said to him, Google speaks sometime, it's like the voice of Angel Jibreel. So he says, like, okay, in the middle of nowhere, go put him in Mecca. So, Suleiman, he put the Kaaba in the top of a flying carpet. He took it all the way to Mecca. He dropped it there, and he went back to fight the beast. And then when he killed the beast, he said to himself, you know what, the Kaaba is there, is more secure. Those Arab, they will never be able to do anything to it. They are Arab. What you expect? Ask my cousins. So anyway, Prophet Solomon here in this scenario, and look, by the way, this is a real picture, by the way. He took it as a selfie because time will come. He knew that time will come and people will not believe that he is the one who built it. And you might notice that his clothes is clean. Yeah, because simply he carried the stone which I gave him, but the rest, it was built by the genies. Like if we go in the Quran right now, let us go to the Quran. What do you mean wrong discovery? Respect yourself. This is a very respected discovery. Don't listen to this guy. He's saying wrong discovery. You are a wrong person to say that. What are you talking about? Wrong discovery. You are right. Jealous. He must be a Christian kafir. He's jealous because we are ignorant and they are not. So don't listen to those Christian people. Nasara, alhamdulillah, we are Muslims. We kiss a stone and we believe that God will give us endless penis. That's an advantage, by the way. Nobody have it. So if we try to find out why those people, they are coming with this stupid conclusion, now I will switch to the serious mood, okay? Because now we are going to open the Quran, and the Quran, you cannot play with it. That's it. This is serious. No? So let me open the Quran. Peace be upon him. Where is the Quran? Okay, this is the Quran. So we go to the Quran, chapter 34, verse number 13. And here you see in the translation, they hide the word statues. In Arabic, it says وَتَمَاثِيل. Tamathil in Arabic means statues. So you will not find it in most of the Islamic translation because they are trying to hide. It's stupid. I mean, how those people, they keep saying that Islam is against idols, and then we find idols, ordered to be built by Allah. So here you see this is a different translation. Here we go. In Big Tal translation, he was a little bit more honest than the rest of the liars. He's a liar too. He says, They made for him that he willed synagogue, okay, and the statues, basin-like walls and boiler built into the ground. So the temple we just saw, let us go back here. Actually, let me open more clear temple picture, you know. Okay, this one is, maybe this one is a better to explain to us the situation. Okay, give me a second to explain to you the situation. I mean, I don't know why this picture is not opening. It might be like because this guy is, you know, very fat. Okay. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this one may be better. You know, this is what happened when you use those security change of location things. You make yourself look like you're in Indonesia or somewhere. It takes forever to open. Okay, let us see this picture here. Okay. Maybe I should turn this those software, security software, turn them off. Okay, let's see here. We got one picture. This one I could not open it. Let us try again. Okay, I found a Muslim website now. Oh, look in the Muslim website what the advertising I got. Oh boy. Hold on. I'm going to change the topic. I think this is better than my original topic, you know. Let us see. Guys, just tell me, what do you think? I think this is better topic than Mohammed and his stupidity and those sheikhs. Let us see. Hold on. I found an advertising. Which is very organic, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying just my best to be more, you know, friendly with you because I know most of you are ignorant and hungry. And because you are hungry, I'm trying just my best. Okay. So now, look, I've opened the Muslim website to read about, you know, Prophet Solomon. So I came with this advertising. Member Kian Head Anagan Terbik Bigi Orange. There is only one orange here. Usually in Indonesian language, they say like orange, like too many people, you know, like orange. Orang, you know, Tua, Adala, Sibiga, and look, she is wearing burqa. You know, that what make this food halal. It is halal, halawa. Okay, this is halawa. So if you want halawa, and this girl in the burqa, she will take a motorcycle and she will come to your home and she will deliver halawa. Amman Rabbi Amman. I'm going to Jakarta tomorrow. I mean, even halawa hamburger advertising have a burqa. Well, this is technology. Okay, let's see something else about the halal. You know, in their website it says Abu Yusuf. Abu Yusuf, are you sure? Are you sure you are not Yusuf? Here's Abu Yusuf, not Yusuf. Hello. Respect yourself. So Abu Yusuf here is saying, let me put this in the screen for you, and this is the picture of the temple, and there is Buddha there. Oh, I did not take a good selfie. I used to be professional in taking selfie, you know. This is why, like, I was doing sell and fee, you know, like I sell pictures and I get the fees for it. That's where a selfie is coming from. This is the origin of the language, you know. I always go to the roots. You know me. You know the thing. Like, who created everything? The thing. Okay, so here we have, what is the picture? Look at the number of how many people watching. 444. Unbelievable. This will remind me when I was in the Philippines. The guy, he came to collect the money in the bus. He said, I gave him the money. He said, sir, I'm going to give you back later 44 pesos. I said, okay, say it one more time and keep the money. And I made a big mistake. He keep coming back to me and says, sir, you want me to say 44? I said, no, that's it. One more time, one time deal. That's it. Anyway, here you see, brother, Alhamdulillah, brother, Alhamdulillah. Who can beat this technology here, brother? I don't know if text is clear for you. Let me try to zoom in. So Mr. Abu Yusuf, he says, Boom Lama. Let me translate to English because most of you are, ignorant as usual. I mean, I don't blame you. You are not a Muslim. See? He says, note, long time ago, a writer, Fahimi Basaya, published a book entitled Borodor and the Relies of the Prophet Solomon, which said the word statues refer in the Quran, chapter of Sabah, verse number 13, are the statues in the temple of Barbadur. He took the quote of chapter Surah Sabah, chapter 13. The jinn made for Solomon what he wanted from the tall building and statues. So now he is telling you where the story is coming from, as I said to you. Then he said, Fahmi Basaya, the writer, interrupt the statues refer to the Quran statues located in the Barbadur temple. Then it's true, is it true that Prophet Solomon ordered the jinn to let me share with you. I don't want to share with you everything because none of you are still young, Now everybody will turn young, Let us see here. Hold on. I'm telling you, things are getting complicated. This is an amazing religion. There's no religion like this religion in the world. So I just translated the page into English, okay, using my magical stick. Here it says, let us see if you can see it. Is it clear or not clear? Is it? Okay. So it says here, because actually the mission of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is for human to worship Allah Almighty and fight from worshipping other than Allah. So look at this religion. We worship Allah and we kill the one who don't worship Allah. And the message of peace. Not clear, Carolina? Carolina, I advise you to change your position on saying not clear, because this will be only not clear for those who they are not young. So Carolina, I'm going to repeat my question for you again. Is it clear or not? Who is a lady in the room? She don't see it clear now. See, look at them. Whatever they are, nobody complained. And by the way, if anyone don't understand my topic, that's because you are too old. Anyone here don't understand my topic from the ladies? Unbelievable. Very evil, very evil. Smash Allah. So here it says, as a proof in the Quran, proof. Look, so this is, come on, with the proof. What do you want more? I mean, people, they might ask you, what is the proof? You say the Quran. The Quran says. The funny about this religion? Look, we have a girl. Her name is Pony Girl. What does that mean? You have a ponytail? Okay, I have a story about the ponytail girl who did destroy the temple of Suleiman, but not the one in Jerusalem. No. The one here we are talking about okay. Once upon the time, Prophet Solomon, he was building a temple in Jakarta, in the middle of Bali, because Jakarta and Bali, but by time, flood, rain, pollution, global warming, the thing. So, Jakarta moved from Bali to Bali. Anyway, so while he was building the temple, there was a pony girl, they call her pony girl because she was coming from a town. It's called Pony. Uh, this town, Pony, it's very famous. They have a lot of pony people. By the way, this is true story. I mean, I don't know why people don't believe me, whatever I say. I mean, come on, it's true. The proof, the hadith, Sahih Bukhari, brother, Sahih Bukhari says that the Prophet says, come on, what's wrong with you? So as a proof, we go back to the topic, forget about pony. Pony, you take us away from our topic. May Allah curse you and cut your pony. So here, as a proof in the Quran, there are many verses tell how the Prophet ﷺ faces those who worship idols. Okay, whether it was in the Sanam, Watan, or Nawasib. Suppose this is Arabic. I don't know what it means. One of which is the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, who fought idols. You see, I like to fight idols because idol, he cannot move his arm. I mean, this is amazing. I can hit the hell out of him. I once I went to the Wax museum, and I found the idol of the stupid Muhammad Ali, who converted to Islam, and I was fighting boxing with him. I won. He can't move his hands. It's dead. So anyway, brother. So he fought idols, destroying the idols. Yeah, for sure, he can destroy them. Yeah, very easy. And the idol were made idol for his people. Allah Ta'ala narrated the incident in the Quran. Ooh. See, the Quran is the record of history. As an example, the sun set in a hot spring of water. Somebody saying, CP, your prophet also have idol. Too stupid. No, Abdul, we don't. You see, our Bible condemn false prophet, and you are stupid. So when a Muslim, he read our Bible, he don't read it from his eyes. He read it from his nose, because his nose is so long, for he lying all his life. Did you watch the cartoon, the movie, like the guy who lie and his nose grow? That's you. Then they ask, are you who did this deed to our God, O Ibrahim? Ibrahim, okay, well, hold on. What does have to do with the story when finding the temple in Jakarta or in Indonesia? Let us skip this history now. Let us go down a little bit where, Okay, so here, the Prophet Muhammad, as last prophet, also destroyed the statues. Okay, hold on. Abdul, as long your prophet, he destroyed the statues. So why the Quran saying Allah, he told Sulaiman to build the statues? Who want to solve this problem? His name is what? Pink. Hold on. I'm trying to pronounce an Arabic word, because, by the way, this is an Arabic word. Hold on. Pinocchio. Yeah, this is an Arabic word. The origin of this word found in the Quran, in the verse of chapter of the cow, because Pinocchio, originally it's a stoning character from the story of a prophet Moses, peace be upon him. There was a guy, when Moses he go around, he spread lies that Moses he have a bad testicles, and and the story grow. When CNN, Fox News, Jakarta News, Halal News, I mean everywhere. So this whatever his name, I don't want to say his name again because he's the enemy of Allah. May Allah curse him. So he spread the news that Prophet Solomon, he have. Why I'm changing the topic now? We are talking about the temple, but there's a connection between the testicles of Solomon and the temple. I mean, come on, the same, But this is not Solomon. This was Moses. I forgot Moses. Yeah. Yeah, Moses. The testicle of Solomon. Nobody accused him. Yeah, no. You see, nobody can accuse actually Solomon of his testicles because the guy he had sex with 100 women in a few hours. I mean, he must have like super nuclear testicles. Who can beat those testicles? I think I don't know. I heard that Suleiman, he used to be able to break rocks with his testicles. Okay, true story. Uh, a Muslim, he is using Google, and he said to me, look, this Muslim is smart. أنت تكذبين كما كنت تكذبين علي طوال تلك السنين. Hey, Abdul, are you talking to your girlfriend or your wife? This guy is saying you are lying to me, but to a female, like you used to lie to me all those years. Abdul, so she lied to you all those years. Is that because you are a donkey or because you are a donkey? I mean, what's wrong with you? If she was able to lie to you all those years, that means you're a fool. Nice to meet you. Okay. Okay. Now we go back to our topic. What was the topic? I forgot. Prophet Muhammad. I forgot even what you know. President Biden. Your name is Biden, and you are the president. She is his wife. Your wife. Ah, okay. Oh, all right. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So the article, the article, which is very amazing. It says to be continued. I mean, the Muslims, they are very good in drama. So you start reading the article, hoping that soon you will learn something, and you start reading and reading and reading and reading, and then you arrive to the end. It says to be continued. Mm-hmm. Hmm? So now, what does have to do with our work? Where is the answer? Hey, Muslims, what is the proof that Solomon is the one who built this temple? Do we have any Muslim who would like to volunteer and tell us where your fantasy? I mean, you see, we understand your prophet. He went to the seven galaxies, seven moon, whatever. Nobody saw him. Muslims, they can lie as much as they want. But your lies now is exceeding the limit. I mean, this is really too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. What kind of word? This is too much. In which language? In the too much language. Hmm. Any Muslims? And the funny is, Allah, he ordered Suleiman to build temples with statues, and this cult or this fake religion, they claim that they are against idols. However, isn't it the Kaaba itself is a statues, and you have a black stone present a vagina? And the funny is, the Muslim, they say that only Prophet Muhammad, he was sent to all mankind. But now we find that Suleiman, he was sent to Jakarta. And in the Quran, we find that Musa was sent to the Pharaoh and Aaron was sent to the Pharaoh. Oh boy. And in the Quran, we find that the book of Jesus, it's called Injil, which is a Greek language. So Jesus was sent to the Greek, the Greek who they are in Israel. Unbelievable. But look what happened here. The Quran, and this is what is important for us today in this video. In the Quran, in chapter 14, I don't want to take this picture off. I don't know how put together. I wish I can put the verse over this beautiful picture. This is remind me of when I was young. I was like shiny like this, use polish. I have the stick. And look, Solomon, he is wearing the yellow belt. He is from Hezbollah. Did you notice? He is a supporter of Hezbollah. This is the color of the Shia. Remember, if you are a Shia and if you wear black shoes, it make your penis asleep, and you will not be able to have sex. Okay, if you wear yellow shoes, that will make it like Okay, yeah. I mean, this is proven to be scientifically true. Okay, this is. I mean, just try it. How many of you here, wear black shoes? Be honest with me. If you wear black shoes, give me one. Like all of them, they will say, "No, I don't. I have yellow shoes." Come on, your wife is watching the video too. We know what's happening. If you have a black shoe, I mean, the Shia and the Sunni, they beat each other in their lies. The Shia, there is a guy. His wife, she gave only girls. Each time she have a child, she give a female baby. So he went to the Imam Ali, Allahu Akbar. He told him what I should do. Hmm? What I should do? He said, when you do her, spank her and say, Ya Ali. So the woman, she is bending over, and I'm not going to describe what you are doing there. And now you spank her and you shout, Ya Ali. And then after you spank her, 7 spanks, saying, Ya Ali, I guarantee you, you will have a son. He is a boy. True story. Now let us go to the Quran. Forget about the spanking business. Oh, I wonder how many people today are going to be inspired. Muslims, don't do that. This is Shia thing. Okay, you are Sunni, don't do that. You know, you are a Sunni. You let your neighbor spank her, not you. Haram. There's a Sunni guy. He said it's haram for me to go in the bedroom. The wife is giving delivery, so he asked his neighbor to go in. So here it says, chapter 14, chapter 14, verse number 4. It says, Allah, He never sent a messenger except in the tongue of His own people. Why? So they might understand. Okay, makes sense. The Quran is saying something makes sense. This is unbelievable. This is a miracle. Why we send it in the tongue of the people? In order to make it clear for them. So if you're an Indonesian, and if this is the Quran coming from your God, Allah, He sent the Quran in the tongue of the people. And the prophet, to be prophet to you, he should be from the people, speaking the tongue of the people. So Indonesian Muslims, Mohammedans, black stone kissers, was Sulaiman or Muhammad from your people? Did they deliver to you a book in the language of the tongue of your people? Who is the stupid here? This verse alone is enough to prove Muhammad to be a scam. And let us go to the not English translation, let us go to the Indonesian translation, Bahasa. By the way, the word Bahasa is coming from the word Bahasa. Alhamdulillah, genius. Bahasa means he searched a lot, and then he found nothing. So here it says, let me read for you in case your language is not good. Kami tidak mentugotos sirang rezabulan Melanie can. Okay, here we stop because this is really deep. We did not send any messenger. Okay, unless he began bahasa. Okay, he says bahasa. Bahasa, your tongue. All right. Koyoma nan sobaya iya dibat mimi biri binjalasan dinang terang kibada. Sorry guys, sometimes I might make a mistake here and there because I think I just made one mistake. I don't know. And I know now the enemy of Allah, they will make a big deal about it because look, he made a mistake in reading. He claimed that he read perfectly, but it's okay, it's one mistake sometimes, we are human. America, yeah, because if Allah want to send the Quran, the American, he will send it in the language of American, Maka Allah mushrik musatakan siyaba young. This is the word everybody love. Young, you go to China, what is your name? Mr. Lee Young. Okay, what about your sister? Her name is Lily Young. Okay, what about your dad? He is Mr. Bruce Lee Young. Like, what the heck? The whole country is young. Nobody's getting old there. Anyway, so dia keda kihanidiki Yeah, this is Kahadiki is like I think it's like a dirty word. I'm not going to say it again. Forgive me, please. I have to skip this one. 70 out of 100. What do you mean? Oh, you mean 70 are correct? Oh, okay. 70 guys. This is a native speaker giving me rank. I get 70 correct words after of 100. Okay. Now, hold on. First of all, this is not true because how I can get 70 out of 100 if the whole words there are not even 40? Do you see how I get them busted? Don't exaggerate like the Mohammedan. How I can get 70 out of 100? So you are saying to me, I did read 70 words out of 100 correct. First, I did not finish the reading. Second, ورد انتظار. They get a point. They say that I get 70% out of 100%. But I did not even read 70 words. So in the word, like what the heck? Okay. It's yeah. May Allah forgive you for your lying. Okay, you are lying now. You are being Abdul. If there's anyone of you is here in you, are in you. If you are new here, I advise you to leave because you will be addicted. First, you will gain weight for you will be laughing a lot. Secondly, your wife she will divorce you because you will spend too much time listening to me. And then she will like, what the heck? Who is going to not because she miss you, but she wants you to wash the dishes. Wash the dishes first, and then come and watch my video. Or you can take the computer or your phone, put it in the counter. Okay, don't tell me now that you are the man with the muscles. All of you end of the day wash them. It's what happened to Prophet Muhammad. He washed the dishes to Khadija every day with her. And by the way, according to the Shia, that Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, when Prophet he died, Jibril he spent the whole time with her. He washed dishes, he do laundry, he cook for her, and he tell her jokes. If somebody wanted, argue about it, we can show you the reference. Okay, very normal. And what is killing me doing the laundry. Life is not fair. Life is not fair. Why one person he got his laundry and his her panties are done by an angel, and nobody want to do my laundry? Unbelievable. We go back to the Indonesian language, which is my language, my native language. Originally, I'm from Indonesia, as you know, all of you know that. But the reason, by the way, some people they might say to you, he's lying. He's an Arab. It's true. I'm an Arab, but I'm an Arab Indonesian. Okay, and I will tell you why. When I was in the airport of Indonesia when I was a baby, my mom she gave me when I was a baby to Indonesian woman, and she did nurse me. According to Islam, she became my mother. So now I am what you tell me. I got you busted. Okay. This is the only religion. I mean, what this religion is weird. The Prophet he ordered adult women to give their breast to a stranger, and he is adult and he have a beard, and yet they claim they are conservative. A woman she have to cover her face, but she give her boobs. That's fun. Okay, let's go back to the topic. So as you see, Indonesian here it says that Allah will never send a messenger unless he speak the tongue of the people and in the language of the people. So how you accept Muhammad to be your prophet? This is the book of Muhammad. Why is sent in Arabic? To make it clear, which means if it's not in Arabic, it's not going to be clear. Your book saying that, not me. So how in the world those Muhammadan in Indonesia they accept such a stupid prophet to be a prophet? He just hit himself in the foot, if you have one. I hope your neck is well on your what? I mean, some people languages is really weird. I don't know what is that. Hold on. Rush, Albania warrior, how are you doing? Hope all is well in your neck or the wood. Okay, sound like Quran for me. Guys, I just discovered a scientific medical. Look like if you there's a connection between your neck and the wood. If your neck is good, you hit. uh, people culture is really funny. Like knock the wood, knock the wood. Okay, now your neck is good, man. That's it. As long you knock the wood, you are safe. Don't knock the floor unless it is wood. Okay, don't knock David Wood. Just joking, just joking. Okay. Hmm. Your neck of the woods, your area. Supposedly in a pony girl, she explained it. She is a dictionary. Your neck equal to your what? Just let it go. Don't make it difficult on people. Come on. Don't be upset, by the way, because if I said what I said, and if you get upset, just take some aspirin. It's okay. So anyway, when we go back, so how in the world Suleiman became a prophet to the Indonesian, and how he went all the way to Jakarta, and how Muhammad became a prophet to the Jakartan, and what's wrong with those people? Do you people read? You see, we are showing you your language. It says, He will Allah will never send. I never sent a messenger except in the tongue of the people. And this is what he said in the time of Muhammad. Uh, what is this worship statues? I don't know. Make your question clear so I can answer you, my friend. Your question is very complicated now. Such a question need, you know, need some help. Discovery Channel stuff. Yeah. Uh, do we have any Muslim have any comment? Any Muhammadan have a comment? Nobody have a comment? Okay, any Muhammadan don't have a comment? I mean, I give up. I mean, who is a Muhammadan have a comment? Nobody. Who is a Muhammadan don't have a comment? Nobody. I mean, those guys, they have no comment and they don't have comment, and they will not even say we don't have comment and we don't have comment. You know, that's something beautiful, beautiful. That's deep. That's very deep. Aman Rabbi Aman. Anyone have a question? That is a translation of the Ministry of Religion, not the English translation. So they like to make the book Indonesian their Minister of Religion, but not European countries. I don't know what you are saying. Guys, is the translation correct? The one I'm showing the screen? Is the translation I'm showing the screen is correct? Or I need to change it? We can change it. I think they have another translation. Indonesian, Quraysh, Swahib. Oof, 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 oof. All of this is the translation for 10 words in Arabic. I mean, this guy, he have a lot of time to kill. Tidak seorang rasul pun yang kami utus sebelummu, wahai Muhammad, kawali berbaiku dengan bahasa yang dikukan ili kaukaman agar mereka karena dapat memahami Dani, okay. It's enough because this is too much education. By the way, I decided to open a classroom to teach Bahasa language. So if you are a person who you know, like like having difficulty in reading in the Bahasa language. I can conquer the language for you. I can cut it pieces as you never seen before. I'm not adding words. What are you talking about? See, guys, they accuse me falsely. It's recorded, recorded. It's recorded. Okay, let me read again. لا تداك بركوي جيبان منبوت مركبة. Merkava is a Russian like fighting truck. Beinar, Beinar. This is two Beinar. I think there's a typo there. What? I learned that one sentence. All of this reading, you learned one sentence. I feel sorry for you. I mean, come on. If your wife is the one giving you the order, you will learn it in 2 seconds. But from me, yeah, right. I wasted my time here. Can I sleep on this? Is that English supposedly? How you want to sleep in the Quran now? Respect the education program. Search for Kazakhstan funny news. It sounds like vehicle language. See, vehicle language. Yeah, no, we are not making fun of the language. You see, we are just having fun of the stupidity of Muhammad. I love Indonesian people. I respect them. But I wonder how Indonesian Muslims, they see this and they still stay as a Muslims. Not to forget, like the Quran, I know the translation is full of lies. Like the sun set in murk water, they say it appeared as the Quran. Did you ask yourself where it says that? I mean, this book is a book of fairy tales full of stupid stories. Mansoor, man, CP, never bother your stupid comment here. Where is Mansoor? Mansoor is making comment? I did not see Mansoor. He's so small. You are so cute, Mansoor. Can you make a comment, please? So we can put it in the screen. I did not see Mansoor comment. Let me go back in the text. Mansoor. I don't see Sarsoor. I mean Mansoor. Where is Mansoor? I don't see Mansoor. Are you sure, guys, Mansoor is here? How come he don't show on my screen? Maybe he's too little. So, Muslims, how in the world you come with those conclusions? That Suleiman, he went to Jakarta and he built a Buddhist temple just because the stupid Quran says that the shaitan, they built temple for Suleiman. And how in the world you accept a book saying to you that we are fighting against idols? And the same book says that Allah, he ordered his prophet to build statues. Statues of who? Buddha? He said calling people stupid is not professional. Well, I agree with you. It's not professional. Okay, I will change it. Donkey. I hope you are fine now. You see, I mean, the stupidity is amazing. His book called the one who read the books to not understand them, he called them donkeys. If I use the language of their book, they get upset. So stupid is not professional, but calling people donkeys is okay. Is it your book, you idiot, says those who carry the book in their back is like donkeys? Is that your book? Is your book calling people pigs and monkeys? Not just filthy? And you are talking about profession? Are you saying that Allah is not a professional? He is not, brother. Look what your stupid Quran says. And by the way, this verse perfectly fit with your prophet because he carry books, but he cannot read them. Read carefully here. the similitude of those who were in charge of the obligation of our Mosaic law. But who, I mean, the translation is really weird. Let's change translate. What the heck is that? What a charge, what potato. Yasser Qadhi, he says, Yusuf Ali, he do not even understand Arabic. Unbelievable. So how the guy, he just translated the Quran? The likeness of those who are entrusted with the law of Moses yet apply is not his likeness of ass carrying a book. Are you there, Mr. Ass? May Allah ask you. So if I say stupid, you get upset, but calling a nation asses is okay. Now, if we compare really between the Jews and how smart they are and the Muslims, who is the ass? Are you there? Who is the ass? Look at the Jews. Even in the time of your false prophet, they made the city of Yathrib heaven. This is why Yathrib was flourishing. They come to a desert land. They did agriculture and they grow trees and fruits and vegetables in the middle of the desert. Who is the asses? Go and see the land of Israel. It's a desert. All those years is in the hand of the Arab. What the Arab did? What the Arab did? They brought their goats to eat everything alive, just to make some milk. The Israeli took the desert, and now it's a green like heaven. It's the truth. Who is the best at making machines for the technology, the computers, all your computers, the chips? You know who? Who is the best in computer, in software, the best in nuclear, the best in? Those are the Jews. Who is the asses? Any person he use bad language, Shabir, admin block him. Anyone use bad language in the chat using the F word, he will be blocked. Don't tolerate. Maybe you just like give him time out. Next time he do it, block him. Anyone will use, it doesn't matter if you're insulting Muhammad or anyone else. Don't use the F word. Wash your mouth. So as you see, this religion is really stupid, full of stupidity. Nothing makes sense. And yet they claim that they are the one who is, look at the verse in front of you. Allah trusted the Jews to protect the Torah. But isn't this a proof that Allah cannot be God? Because if I trust you as a human and you fail me, okay, because I do not know the future. You trust somebody, and then this body, he betray you, right? How you trust, how the word trust come to work. In the moment, you think that this person is good because you do not know tomorrow. If I know tomorrow, I will not trust the person who is bad, right? So when Allah, he trusted the Jews to protect the Torah, that is a proof that he is not God. Because this is an action of a human being who do not know the future, not a God who is the eternal, and he is the divine, and he is the living God. He can see the future. Especially the Muslim, they believe that Allah, he wrote your destiny. So how you trust them in a destiny you wrote, you idiot? You know what I mean? How you trust them in a destiny you wrote? You wrote that they will be cheating. You wrote that they will corrupt their book. And then we go in the Quran, we will find that the Quran confirmed the Torah. Stupid religion, stupid prophet, what you can say. Yeah, you see, I will try to focus more and more in Indonesia because they are mistreating the Christians. So I will really focus in this. This is why you see my videos coming one after one about Indonesia. They mistreat you more, I will expose them more. They forbid you from building churches. Our churches, nobody can stop it from being built because our church first in our heart. And we are the church. Church is never was a building. Jesus never built a church. Never. Mansoor, man. You see, Mansoor, you are just an idiot. Okay, do you like to call me Mansoor? I will open Skype for you. You read for me Genesis chapter 32, verse number 2, and John 1, and we will see the contradiction. Is that fair, people? Is that fair? So, Mansoor, do you dare? If you dare, I will open Skype just for you, Mansoor. But you are a potato, and you know you will get you busted. And not only that, I will show you the same topic in your Quran, and you will cry. So what do you think, Mansoor? Do you dare? Do you? You don't. You are a potato like your prophet. You know, people who believe in Quran, yet they speak about contradiction. I can refute all what you are saying from your stupid Quran. Isn't it your Quran, you idiot, says confirming what is with them? Isn't it? I mean, how stupid this religion is. I cannot believe how stupid this religion is. His book is saying confirming what is with them, and he wanna try to find a contradiction. And then he go to Genesis and he say this is contradiction with John 1:1. You stupid idiot. How Genesis and John 1:1 would be contradiction? Somebody tell me. Oh boy. Be a man, Mansoor, and call me so we can let you in the mic and you explain. Yeah, I don't understand. So why you don't call me? My friend, why you don't want to call me and explain? What is the problem, Mansoor? Are you a female? Be honest with me. Are you afraid that if you call me, you are going to lose your virginity? You're a man, and look at your. Do you have a beard? It looks like you have a beard. So why a man with the beard don't dare to call me and stand and speak with loud voice and show the Christians how strong, smart he is? But obviously you are like under the table, you know, hissing like a cat, meow, meow from time to time. So you get spanked. You like it. You remind me of the guy who went to hunt the lion. He asked them where I can find the lion. They said to him, well, there's a big tree in the middle of the wood. Go there and you will find him asleep. Be careful. You better kill him before he wake up, because if he wake up, that's it. You can't kill him. He will eat you. So this guy, he went to the lion. He found him as they describe under a big tree. He have one shot with him. He shot at the lion. He missed. This lion is a dirty lion, my friend. He's like your prophet. He said to him, now listen, you have one of two options. Either I eat you or I do boom boom to you. Which one? The guy, he said, okay, well, boom boom. So the lion, he did boom boom to this hunter, which is his name is Mansoor. Mansoor comes second day, and now he have two bullets with him. He found the lion in the same place. He shot at him twice and he missed. The lion woke up again. He said, Mansoor, you have one of two choices. Either I eat you or I do boom boom to you. Mansoor said, okay, Alhamdulillah. Boom boom. So he did two boom boom to him. Mansoor, he come back in the third day and he have three shots. He found the lion under the tree again. He shot at the lion. He missed the three shots. The lion, he did the same as the day before, but a three boom boom. Mansoor, he came for the 10th time, 20 time, and then he came with the Kalashnikov. It have 30 bullets. This is after many days of shooting and missing. He came to the tree. He found a lion in the same place. He loaded the gun, chick, 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 you know, and 30 bullets, and he missed. The lion woke up, and he was really, really pissed off. He said, "You Mansoor, are you really coming here to shoot me or to be so Mansoor, you come to the lion every day and you always miss. It looked like you are doing it on purpose." And then the lion, he did him 30 times. And he said to him, "Be honest with me. Are you here to be killing me or to be..." This is you, Muslim Mansoor. By the way, this is true story. This is a very, very horny lion, you know. Prophet. He's a prophet of Allah too. He's a Muslim prophet. Dahman, Dahman. Yeah. So he did him 30, because 30 bullet, for every bullet he will do once, you know. 30 bullet. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody shooting 30 bullets at a lion and all they miss? I mean, you are shooting where exactly? Oh boy. And this is Mansoor. He come here every day. He say the same thing, and he don't dare to debate. He don't dare to call us. He's a potato. Look what he's saying now. He's playing victim. Mansoor is a victim now. Arabian prophet, you are messed up in your head. In Islam, all you think is about man. I do not mean to be antagonistic toward Christianity, but you force me. You stupid idiot, son of Muta. You are talking about, this is what I think, man. Isn't it your God? He promised you to F non-stop. Why you don't say that your God? Isn't this your religion? Do you dare to call me right now and tell me what you will be doing in heaven when you enter the heaven? The first night, the first day, the first moment. I can show the reference. Women will jump on you and they will start sucking you. Literally. And now you are playing like this is all what you think about Christian brands. Stupid idiot. Look who is talking. Look who is talking. Isn't it your prophet? He promised you endless penis. Hey Mansoor, how many foot you are? 5 foot, 6 foot? How you can walk with this endless penis? And then are you going to change your name from Mansoor to penis? Because how we can recognize you? We cannot see you. Like you will be 5 foot, but your penis is in this. We will recognize you by your penis. Hey, the penis is there. Guys, did anyone see the penis? Yes, the penis is there. But we cannot see Mansoor. Where is Mansoor? Mansoor is 5 foot. How big is the penis? Is in this. And Mansoor is complaining, following a filthy prophet, a child molester, and he's talking about, what are you talking about? Is that your level? Like, look who is talking. All right, we have only 582 people. I'm really upset now. And because I am really upset, I decided to cut my broadcast after 2 hours. And that's it. I cannot take it no more. I'm really upset now. You know? 582. And we are talking about endless penis. I mean, the topic alone will bring like millions of people alone. But what we can say, CNN will never report that. Oh boy. Who is here first time? If you are here first time, give me one. We know that Mansoor is first time here. Don't forget about Mansoor. You don't vote, okay? Because Mansoor, he will forget how many times he came here. We think this is the first time. He's a Muslim. They forgot. You know, the prophet, he forget Quran. Can you believe it? This guy, he forget everything. He say a verse in the morning, he forget what he said at night. Can I call in CP? Okay, Amir at Tawheed. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can open my Skype for you. We will use Skype because some idiot in the other days, Muslims, he was playing porn from the heaven of Allah. Where is my Skype? You believe it or not, I deleted my Skype by mistake, maybe. I don't have a Skype. And hold on. Let us find a solution. I don't even remember the username, the new username. What is the new username? What is the user? Skype? I mean, the new Skype. I cannot find it in my application. We don't want to use this program because people will start, non-stop. How we can do it? How we can do it? Guys, somebody remember what was my name? And hold on, let me try. I'll try to remember. I will download the Skype. Let us go out of the screen. Skype download. Okay. Skype. How I delete it? I need to remember the username. Okay, computer, Mac. Okay, we are downloading. I hope we will remember the username, and the password is not a problem. But I forgot what was the username. Okay, we open Skype, install. All right, now we open it and let us try our luck. Open. Okay, now we are opening. No, the BTV I'm not using no more. I made a new account. Let us see, sign in or create. Which email I did use? Let us see. This account is not exist. Okay, let's try this. This account is not exist. Okay, hold on. I will search for what Lisa she posted. Maybe I can find it by copying that thing. Hold on. Cancel. You guys still hear me? I am back. Am I still heard? Yeah, I need to find out what is my. I don't know how I did. Deleted. Mansour saying if you can prove the chain of narration. You know, the funny is, the Muslim is asking me to prove that Muslims are not lying. That's what he's saying. He says, CP, if you can prove to me that we are Muslims, we are not lying, you are my hero. Abdul, this is the point. You are a bunch of liars. So you are saying to me now that the chain of narration is not true, which means you Muslims are a bunch of liars. You make books about your prophet, which is not true. Good for you, Mansoor. I mean, this you are so, not Mansoor. I mean, look what you just said. Stupid. Hey guys, what is the name? What is the name I'm using in Skype, the new account? Lisa, can you post like the details about how to find my name? I will search it. How to find is my Skype, the one in, you're posting. Post it again so I can copy it. I'm trying to find what is, I forgot. This is what happened to you when you are 17 and older. No, I will not make another account. There's no need. Okay, hold on. Let me copy. But I think I cannot search this unless I am joining in Skype. Right? I think Skype will not allow me to join. It says enter valid. I don't even remember the name. I mean the email I used. I need to check my emails one by one. Let us see this one. Look like I'm logging in. It says help us to secure your account. Uh-oh. It's giving me an old email I never used anymore. Took me out. Okay. Let us see. Hold on. Let me try to find in my email. Okay, let's see. Maybe this one. Let us see. Sorry, guys. Maybe next time I will do it because this will take time. I'm trying to find out. Let's see. Maybe this time it will work. Let's hope so. Okay. And now we need to enter the password, which is in the size of a train. And let us hope my passwords are extremely long, longer than the penis of Allah. I'm joking, it's shorter. What are you talking about? Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, let us enter. Sign in. It says incorrect username and password. Oh boy. Okay. Not good, not good. Did I enter the password wrong? No. Let us do it one more time. It says not right. And I want to make a new account. All right. One more time. Let us see. Wrong. It's wrong too. That's it. Yeah, it's not allowing me to get in. And either the username or the password. I don't think the password is wrong. This is the password I use for Skype. It's like 27-mile long. Let us. Hey guys, this will be boring now. Looking for a Skype. Maybe not a good idea now to do it. Skype. No. Well, we are not successful for today. What's your name? Amir. I have a solution for you actually. What about you go and text me in Patreon? So we share the link with you only to call. Can you do that? Because I don't want to post the link here. I can make a link to call, but we have many trollers here. The second we post the link, they will start calling and they are idiots. Mansoor is being smart now. He says, Christian Prince, don't be, the Catholic, they have additional. No, they don't have additional. This is the same book, you idiot. The Bible is a book of books. The Bible is a book of books, which mean either we can have certain books in the same cover, between two cover, or we don't. As an example, we can have the book according to John in one by itself. So what the Catholic they have a books of tradition, and they add it to be part of the Bible because this is the history of the church. But they don't have different books from other churches. You are an ignorant, like your prophet. And any book, as you call it there, apro for whatever, those are not book, you idiot. This is not our books. Those are books Muhammad he took from. You're stupid. Is Amir there? Amir, you can text me in Patreon, and I can send you a link in Patreon, so you can join us. You know what? Let us do it here. If we have some trollers, we'll start calling. Then we will find different solution. I'm going to end my stream soon anyway. Okay, hold on. All right, that's just to solve the problem with Mr. Amir. Are you there, Amir? Give me one. Amir, are you there? Hello? Okay, here we go. This is the link. Just join me. Only you. No, you can bring with you any guest you wish, no problem. Yes, 2 days ago we have an idiot Muslims playing porn. This is why we don't want to use those kind of we want to use a Skype only. But anyway, as long as Skype is not functioning now, we will take you without Skype. I'm waiting for you. Please help us with the link for your reference of Sahih al-Bukhari, book of al-Futuh, hadith number 45999. My friend, I have a video about it. It says Sahih al-Bukhari, but this is the interpretation of Sahih al-Bukhari. Those are a bunch of idiots who do not know what they are talking about. You can search yourself, you will find the reference. Those idiots, they saw there the word Sahih al-Bukhari, so they said, oh, this is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is not what it says. Read the name of the book, read the writer, and you will find that this is interpretation of the story from Sahih al-Bukhari. I had a video about it. Just go and watch it. And the funny is that we can find reference Muslims cannot find. Isn't it funny? They don't even know how to read their books. All right. Let us see if this is Amir. Amir, give me one in the chat first before I put you on to be sure this is you, not somebody using your name. Give me one in the chat to be sure that this is you. All right. So we have Mr. Amir with us. Go ahead, Mr. Amir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I spoke to you ages ago.
Huh?
On your old.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Your voice is cutting a little bit. Go ahead. Speak louder.
I'm up all the way on my end.
If you have any additional applications running, turn them off because it looks like your internet not good.
How about now? Is it better?
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I spoke to you. I don't know if you remember.
Your voice, Amir, is coming like you speak 2 seconds and we hear nothing then.
Okay. Let me just turn off the mic and turn it back on.
I don't think it's the mic. I think you need better internet. If you can maybe change your location, I'm not sure.
Change my location.
Okay, now I hear you. Go ahead. Let us see. Now I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, now it's good. Go ahead.
I spoke to you a while ago about the wisdom. I don't know if you remember.
What wisdom? I'm not sure. Go ahead. Remind me.
The wisdom of God. I asked you who.
Which God?
The
what? I lost you, Amir. Your internet is really bad. Hello? Hello? Well, I don't know, Amir. I will hang up on you. Maybe change your Wi-Fi, change your thing, and join me again. All right? Find a way to fix your voice because we hear nothing. I heard you saying the wisdom of God, and that's it. Okay, let us see now if it's going to work. Yes, Amir, do you hear me now? Hello? Hello? I don't know. The reason I wanted to talk to Amir because I saw him making many comments. He want to talk to me. And now look, like we don't even want to use this program to call, but even this one is not working. Amir, we don't hear anything. I'm going to hang up on you now. Restart your contact or your phone. I don't know what is the problem, and join me again. Yeah, I'm just giving him time, and we are waiting. We are waiting. We hope that he will join us because I want to really hear what he want to say. And that's why I wanted to talk to him because he posted many times he want to talk to me. Maybe we can save his soul from the evil of Muhammad and the cult of Islam. Can I use my Christian Prince videos? Yes, you can. Just be sure, please, to mention that you are not Christian Prince and you are just translating. All right? So you got my permission, my friend. Yes, Amir, go ahead. Hello? Amir? Well, what we would do? I mean, his voice is not even coming. Are you there? Well, he's not, we are not able to put him in. So we do not know what to do. Yeah, don't blame Amir, blame Allah, because Allah is the one who gave him connection or not. Allah, obviously, he don't want him to talk, brother. All in the hand of Allah. Allah, he want me to talk. He don't want him to talk. No, Amir, if I can hear you, everybody will hear you because your voice is coming automatically inside the program. Call me again. Try one more time. Be sure, like, stop YouTube. Stop YouTube for now. Okay? Call me and stop YouTube. Stop anything running in your phone or your computer. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Amir. Go.
Can you hear me clear? I don't want to be
I
talking
do.
and
Yeah,
then
go ahead.
you speak.
Yeah, it's fine. It's better than before. Go ahead.
I talked to you a while ago about the wisdom of God and who it was. Do you remember
Who
our
is?
conversation?
No, I don't remember. Who is God you are talking about?
The
Which?
only God,
What?
the only God that there is. I'm only aware.
Who? No, who is the only God there is? You believe in Allah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the one that created Jesus.
Okay. Hold on. You are saying that Allah created Jesus?
Yeah, the first creation.
Okay. Okay. The one who created Jesus, is he the one who created you too?
Um,
I'm listening. The one who created Jesus, according to you, is he the same one who created you?
so yes.
So how the one who created you, he do not know how you are created?
Sorry.
How the one who created you, he do not know how you are created?
He doesn't know how I'm created.
No, he do not know.
Really?
Yeah. Cool. Right now, we can open the Quran from your side. You do not need to go to Google, I mean to YouTube, if your internet is bad, but you can open the Quran from your side, and we go to chapter 24, and we will see that your God saying that the baby created from nutfa, which is a
Yeah,
semen.
that's the baby. That's the baby. That's the flesh that comes from the ground.
Yeah,
Soul.
yeah, but what a flesh. Let us read together, and we will see that this is cannot be God. If if Allah is the
Yeah,
one who created the baby, shouldn't he know how the baby is created? Read with me. It says, then he made the sperm into a colt of congealed blood. Then
yeah, and then it says the bones, and then the bones were covered by the flesh. Yeah,
okay,
I know what we're talking.
is the sperm, is it true scientifically that the sperm become dead blood?
Scientifically,
Yeah.
no, I think that was from
No.
an old. Can't remember what his name was. It wasn't Sando. It was someone
From
else that came up
from from old
with.
who?
I think Galen,
From
maybe
old who?
Galen.
So are you saying to me your God Allah is copying somebody?
No, I'm not saying Allah's copying somebody. I'm saying that people themselves, they can take out things from any scripture,
What do you
and
mean
we
saying the
believe
scripture?
all the
Listen,
scriptures.
your God here, your God Allah here, is talking about how he created the baby, and you are saying no, the baby is not created this way.
Because that's not Allah speaking right there.
Who is speaking?
Someone, I don't know their name. As humans, they can inject and they can take out things from any scripture, as what they have
No,
done.
the Quran.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm talking about the Quran and all the scriptures, all the
okay.
scriptures,
So you
all
are
truth.
saying, okay. Okay, Amir. So you are saying the Quran is not from Allah.
The real Quran is from Allah. The Quran that we have on paper, not all of it. It's been manipulated by certain Muslim groups. We don't know who they are, to fit their agenda.
Okay.
Yeah, and not just the Quran.
Okay. So now me and Amir, we are getting the discussion to be better and to understood each other. He believes that the Quran we have today is a false book, and
Not
this
all of
is
it.
not all of it.
Not all of it. There's
So
parts in it that
can you give me?
it's
Can
like
you give
this.
me? Okay, there is one verse in this book is not made by somebody up. One verse.
Yeah, there's many verses.
Like what?
The verse Ruh Rahman Aman Rabbi.
Sorry, what?
When it was from the command of my Lord. Who is the command?
Okay, okay. So this is from from Allah.
Yeah, the one that's
You're
speaking here, the one that's
okay.
speaking here is
Okay,
the wisdom. Yeah.
okay. No problem. So, guys, the wisdom speaking is Allah is a wisdom or He is Allah?
No, he's created the wisdom.
He is what?
He created the wisdom. He's above the
So
wisdom.
Allah in the beginning He don't have wisdom, then He created the wisdom.
No, he's above wisdom. He created wisdom.
Why, if He is above wisdom, why He need to create wisdom if He have already more than wisdom?
So people can get close to him and know him through his
What?
wisdom.
Okay, hold on. Through His wisdom, we can know Allah, but you said Allah is above the wisdom. Can't that something is above make it
Yeah.
more clear to us from something is lower?
Sorry?
Is the wisdom of Allah is lower than something else Allah have? Huh? I did not hear you.
That doesn't that doesn't make sense. He's above wisdom.
Well,
He's
you are
above
the one who's
holiness.
saying
He's above
you are the one who's saying
being wise.
okay. You are the one who said that Allah He is above the wisdom.
Yeah, because he created wisdom.
Okay, but that's mean
So
in a certain point.
if wisdom,
But this is mean. Okay,
that
no
means
problem. In certain
I'm
point,
above the wisdom.
my friend, in certain point, Allah have zero wisdom. He created the wisdom after that point.
No, Allah is beyond. Just
You just
like
said,
if you would say God,
you just said, yeah,
God.
you just said he created the wisdom. So before that point of a creation, there was no wisdom.
No, there was wisdom. The way you guys
But you just
understand
said he created.
your
But you just said he
wisdom.
created the wisdom. You just said he created the wisdom.
Yeah, that's right. This is from the
That
Bible as
means
well. The wisdom was
okay, no,
created.
no. You see, no. There's a wisdom of man and there is a wisdom of God. So wisdom of man, we learn, and that we call it wisdom. Like when you go up by age, you have more wisdom. Why? Because you learn from life, you learn from history, you learn from people before you, you learn from books, you learn from holy scriptures. But we're talking about Allah Himself. Was the wisdom exist with Allah, or Allah created the wisdom for Allah?
He created the wisdom and it existed with him. It was by his side like a little child.
Okay. Okay, you see, I will go with you. So Allah
Yeah.
is the one who created the wisdom. I'm not going to go in details because look like we are going nowhere with this. But look at the verse you choose for me. It says
And we'll go
they
somewhere.
are asking you. Listen. Let us see the wisdom. They are asking Muhammad about the ruh, which means
Yeah.
the soul. The soul. He said,
Yeah.
say the ruh is from the knowledge of my God. I mean, this is where is the wisdom?
Yeah. So who is the command? Who is the knowledge of God?
There's no command. Hold on. I mean, they are asking you the question. Your answer says they are asking to him, so he asked Allah, and then Allah he answers saying, "This is the command of my Lord." The one who's talking is Allah.
Talking isn't Allah. The one that's
No.
talking is the wisdom.
Okay,
The wisdom is passing on the
my
message
friend.
from Allah.
You kept saying the wisdom. Do the wisdom speak of Allah, or the Allah wisdom is separated from Him and have nothing to do with Him?
No, the wisdom was given authority of the heavens and
Okay.
the earth
Is the
by
wisdom
God.
is the wisdom is a creature speak by itself, or Allah is speaking?
Speak by itself, and
So the wisdom is a divine.
in
The wisdom is a divine.
in most parts, the wisdom, yeah. So the wisdom is divine, not a divine like God, but he was created, God from God, Lord from Lord, and
Okay.
he taught.
Okay. So the wisdom is
Yeah.
created from Allah, and it is divine, and now the wisdom is speaking by itself. So Allah have nothing to do with this.
No, Allah, he entrusted him, and he has trusted him to be the wisdom. He created, and
You just said
who
him
is the
is
soul?
the wisdom.
Who is the
You
soul?
just
Let's
said
finish it.
him.
Who's the soul?
You just said him. The
Him,
wisdom
yeah.
is him. Him who?
Yeah. God,
Is-
CP.
The wisdom is God.
Who is the wisdom of God?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You said him. Allah trusted the wisdom. Him who? Him the wisdom, right?
Yeah, the first creation.
Okay. Okay. Why you are saying him? Is he a male?
Wisdom is a male. Yes.
The wisdom is a male. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
So
in your
when the
Bible
when the
as
male wisdom, the mole, okay, when the male wisdom of Allah, he spoke, he says, they are asking about the spirit, says only Allah knows. So where is the wisdom in the answer?
he tells him the
Okay,
the soul is from
ask me
the
about
hand of my
ask me
Lord.
about a new ask me about how the sun is created. Ask me. Just ask me the question.
You want me to ask you
Ask ask me how the sun is created.
how's the sun created?
Okay, now my wisdom is going to answer. You will say it's only Christian Prince knows. How where is the
Okay, but
wisdom? Where is the wisdom? Where
that's
is the wisdom?
incorrect.
Where is the wisdom in that? Where is the wisdom in that?
That doesn't mean anything. What you just said, it's got nothing
But
to do
this is
with what
exactly
we're
what the
talking
verse is
about.
saying. This is exactly what the verse is saying. The
Yeah. So
verse they are asking
who is the command? But
they are asking him what is the spirit. You answer them by saying only Allah knows, but you are Allah. You are saying to me now the wisdom answering, no problem. So I ask you the same question. Ask me how the sun is created. And then I said, okay, you asked
the
me the
answer's in the
question.
verse.
The answer is coming from my wisdom. My wisdom says only Christian Prince. No.
No, the
This is what the
answer's in
verse
the
is saying.
verse. In
Yeah,
the
the
verse.
verse says this is from the knowledge of Allah only. It says there from the knowledge of Allah.
Yeah. So,
And what you know is better.
okay.
So what is the answer? So what is the answer? What is the answer?
Knowledge is. Yeah, I tell you, it's the knowledge. Knowledge is what? Wisdom or no?
My friend, what we learn
Is
from this
knowledge
verse about the spirit now? Nothing.
wisdom?
What we
Knowledge wisdom.
learned about this, they are asking him, what is the spirit? Where is the answer? Nothing. There's no answer.
It's there. It's from the knowledge of my Lord. Who is the
But this
knowledge?
is not an answer. They are asking him
Knowledge is
to ask his Lord.
wisdom.
My friend, they are asking Muhammad to ask his Lord. They knew he have a Lord supposedly. So when the Lord says the knowledge from is my Lord, this is stupid.
No, what does knowledge
Okay, let me
mean?
ask you.
Is knowledge
Let me
wisdom?
ask
Yes.
you. Is the story about the seven sleepers is a true story or it's a fabricated too?
Sleepers. Let's finish this one.
Huh?
Is knowledge wisdom? Yes or no?
Yeah, we are talking about knowledge. We're talking about knowledge. Is the story of the
Is
seven sleepers is from the knowledge?
knowledge wisdom?
No, is from the
Before we
knowledge
go
of
to the
Allah.
seven sleepers.
When the verses speaking about the seven
Be-
sleepers, do Allah and
yes.
you have the knowledge about them or not?
CP. Before we go to the seventh finish, is knowledge wisdom?
Okay.
Yes or no?
No, the problem here I'm asking you, and I don't want to repeat again, please, that when the story in the Quran, you said to me you don't approve all the Quran, so I'm trying to figure out when the
Not
Quran speak about
all of it.
those who sleep in the cave, do Allah knew their story or he do not know?
Look, before we go there, why we want to jump to there
Because
first?
this
Let's finish
because
the verse
we
that
are
we're
trying to
talking
find
about.
we are trying to find the knowledge of Allah, and as long you said to me you don't accept all the Quran, so I'm trying to find what you accept so we can talk about. I'm limited now.
Yeah, and I told you what I accepted, and we're sticking to
Okay,
the verse. So
so you
let's
are
stick.
saying to me, so you are saying to me, this is the only verse in the Quran you accept.
Yeah, for now, we picked one. The next
Yeah.
one once it's finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the verse?
The knowledge?
What about the verse number 88 in the same chapter, 3 verses after? Is that from Allah too?
Let me read it.
Yeah.
If the mankind and jinns were together to produce the like of this, produce the like thereof, even if they helped one another. Yeah, look, we can go to this one next. Let's finish the
Okay, but
85.
so do you accept this chapter or you accept only that verse in the chapter?
Well, I would have to read over the chapter. I haven't memorized the Quran.
So my friend, you don't have a
Go through
religion.
every verse.
You are like a guy who is going to the grocery store. I like this tomato. I don't like this tomato. So you are confused even about the same chapter. I accept this verse. I
No.
don't accept this verse.
That's
Yeah,
false,
that's what you are
because
saying.
if
Okay, then let me repeat. Do you have a
no,
chapter you accept? If there's one chapter in the Quran is coming from Allah,
yeah, all
just
the
one.
chapters are coming from from Allah.
This one,
But there's
this one is
verses
coming
in
from
it
Allah.
there's verses in it that have been injected with by humans,
Okay.
their agenda.
But this is mean you cannot trust the Quran because the Quran full of injection, botox.
No, you can't trust it because there's verses that say that, you know, knowledge and people that are wise, they would understand
Okay.
these verses, and other people, and that's very clear because you can see
Okay.
how a lot of
There is a
Muslims
verse.
their lives.
There is a verse saying. There is a verse says, "Inna anzalna al-dhikr," and we are going to protect it. Is that from Allah or not?
Yeah.
Huh?
So that was sent down to the wisdom to tell everyone.
Okay. Is that protected or
the
not?
Quran, the original
Is that
Quran is
okay? Do you accept this verse? Do you accept this verse in chapter 15, verse number 9?
Yes.
Okay, but you just shot yourself in the foot because it says that we send down the book and we are going to protect it from corruption. But you are saying to me in the same time the Quran is full of corruption, so your God is a false God.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So it is protected. What people write on a piece of paper right now, I can get a Quran.
Okay,
And
hold on.
I can print
so guys,
it out and I can change verses and everything.
yeah. So now you are
This
saying
is
to
normal.
me.
This
So
can be
you are
done.
saying to me. Okay, hold on. So Allah, He said He will protect the book, but He could
Yeah,
not
it's
protect it
protected.
in the papers. He could not protect it in the papers. He protected where?
He that's preserved. It will never change. There's a lot of people that know it.
Where? You just said to
And
me the Quran in front of us is full of lies. I mean, it's you who's saying that. You okay, on the same time you are saying to me it's preserved.
it is.
Okay.
It is
How
preserved.
it is
And
preserved?
the physical
Okay.
book.
Listen. What physical book? What is the physical book? The one you accept, the whole book. Do you have it?
Have it.
Huh?
Yeah, we have the whole book. The whole book is
Where?
there. It's in front of you, and there's verses that have been changed.
Okay, that means corrupted.
Even well, exactly what I told you. All the books have been corrupted. Human.
You see, don't change topic. You know, when you say all book is corrupted,
It's
I'm
not.
talking
It's
about
still the same
Quran.
topic.
So when
Yes,
Allah He says,
I'm talking about all of
I
them.
will
I'm
guard. When Allah
talking
He
about
said,
all of them.
and Allah He said, we will guard it. Did Allah keep His promise?
Yeah, the real
Where?
Quran is guarded.
So where is the Quran which is protected?
You have it in front of you.
But Amir, are you asking me to hang up on you?
No, I'm
You
not
keep
asking you to
saying,
hang up on me.
you keep saying, I don't know if you are like trolling now. You keep saying the Quran in front of me is full
No,
of.
I'm not trying.
Aren't you the one who said from the beginning this Quran is full of fake verses? Did you say that, or me? I'm saying that.
Yeah, I didn't say full.
Okay.
I didn't say you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say full. I said there's verses that are not supposed to be there.
Okay, there's verses, and not that means it's corrupted.
Well, that's what I told you from the start. All the books,
Okay,
all the books have been corrupted.
but this means this verse, this verse which you accept is false too. But you told me you accept this verse. It says that we will guard the book, we will guard it. So did Allah, was He able to guard the book? So look what happened now. Your God Allah, He do not know how the baby is created. You said to me somebody changed it. Your Allah, they ask him about the spirit. He says Allah knows best. Where's the answer? This is stupid answer, not wise.
The answer is the knowledge. The answer is the knowledge. It's from the command of my
Okay, what is the
Lord. Who is the?
we ask Allah. You tell me answer the knowledge. I'm asking you. The Allah He
Yeah.
answer. Allah knows best. So what is the answer?
It's there. It's the knowledge.
Where?
It's from the.
Where is the answer?
Knowledge.
My friend, from the knowledge. What is the answer? I'm asking what is the spirit?
Yeah. What is the spirit? The spirit.
You don't tell
me.
It's
the command. It's the who's the spirit? Who's the spirit?
You tell me what is the spirit? What is the spirit? Go ahead.
You know, tell me who's the spirit. Since it's not, not the answer.
There is two things. There is a spirit and there's a soul. Is that true or the same? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. You Muslims have a soul. You don't have a spirit.
It's false. That's false.
Why?
Because there is a spirit. Ruh al-Qudus, who's
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Who's Ruh al-Qudus?
Okay.
It's not
Ruh
Jibreel.
al-Qudus. Okay. Ruh al-Qudus
Yeah.
is a Ruh al-Qudus. What Qudus mean? Why you are quiet? What Qudus mean?
No, I answered the Ruh al-Qudus, the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Who is that?
Okay, so it's a Holy Spirit. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
It's holy. If there is someone beside Allah is holy?
Allah is above the holiness.
I'm asking you.
God is above.
I'm asking you. Is he holy? Is he the only holy, or he is not?
And he created the holiness.
How he can create the holiness? How does that work?
Because he's above holiness. He's above wisdom.
What do you mean
he's
by
above
holiness?
creation.
How you can be above holiness? How you can be above holiness?
Do you know what God? Only God can.
Do you know what holy?
Only God.
Do you know what holy mean? Do you know what holy mean? Do you know what holy? Do you know what holy mean?
Tell me what
holy mean. Pure. He have no sin, no mistakes, no error, no bad ethic. Perfection. So how he can be above himself if he is perfect?
Only God can.
Is God perfect? Is God is perfect?
God's above perfection.
You see, you are forcing me to hang up on you. Anything I say to you, he says he's above. He's above. How you can be above perfection? Perfection.
Yeah, listen, you can be God.
Okay. Can you show me what you just said, that Allah is above perfection? Go ahead.
This guy.
I want to know where you get it. You keep saying above. I want to see where you get this word from.
Yeah.
Where it says Allah is above perfection.
Yeah, because he is God. That's
okay, where do you get this from? Where do you get this from? Show me your knowledge is coming from. Your wisdom is coming from where?
My wisdom.
Yeah. Who is the one who taught you that Allah is above perfection?
Books. They teach you that God is above all.
Give me the verse in the book. It says that. Go ahead.
Well, isn't there a verse in the Quran that says above everything?
Allah is above everything.
And there is nothing that you can, and he can't be compared to anything. Just as it's a father.
Okay, I will go with you. Okay, hold on. Allah cannot be compared to anything. Okay, Allah cannot be compared to anything. Is Allah is the same as a tree?
No, but he can come down in
no,
to show himself.
I'm not asking you if he can come down or not. I'm saying, can we compare Allah to a tree?
No, you can't compare him.
So how Allah in the Quran he compared himself to a tree?
He spoke from the tree.
No,
he spoke from the tree.
This is not what I'm saying. I said he compared himself to the tree. He is in the likeness. He is in the likeness. He is in the likeness of a tree. Chapter 24, verse number 35.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I said. He can come down to us in the form that he wishes.
This is not the question. This is not the question. I am not asking you if he can come down. I'm saying you said you cannot compare anything to Allah. You said that, correct? The Quran says that. So how Allah he said to you, you cannot listen. I don't care about original. You compare. You said you cannot compare anything to Allah. So how you cannot compare anything to Allah? And then Allah himself, he compared himself to a tree, and he compared to himself to olive lamp. Are you there? Go. Hello. I don't have much time, my friend. I don't have much time. Yeah. So
Hello?
how you compare Allah? Okay, I'm here with you.
Hello?
So, oh,
Hello?
I hear you. Hello.
Hello?
Okay, that's going
Hello?
nowhere.
Hello?
I hear you, my friend. You hear me?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on,
Sorry.
don't tell me.
Yeah, sorry. It cut out. It cut. My bad.
Okay. So how we cannot compare Allah to anything, and Allah compare Himself to a tree? Go ahead.
Yeah, so his original form cannot be compared. He can come down
Okay.
in
Where
any
in the
form
verse
he
it
wishes.
says, okay, are you saying to me that Allah in the chapter 24 comparing Himself to His fake form?
It's not fake. No, it's not fake. He can come down
Okay.
and
My
present
friend,
himself
you
to
are just
us.
okay. Just take a hike. You know, you are just a kid. You can say whatever you want. We are loving. I'm not going to waste my time with you. So, but we learn from you. Thank you very much. The Muslims are ashamed of their book. The book is full of mistakes and errors and stupidity. So what they say? Oh, this book is full of injection. So download this video, share it everywhere. You know, and his name is Amir al-Tawheed. Amir al-Tawheed. He is admitting that his book is full of injection, Botox. The Muslim, they Botox their book. And now the guy, he select as he wish the verses which is true. It's up to him. Yeah. And Allah created the wisdom, and the one is talking in the Quran is the wisdom, it's not Allah. And Allah is divine, and the wisdom is divine. So now we have Allah and divine, and the Quran, they are divine. They are not created. You know, you can say as you wish. We are laughing, but there is no point of this conversation between me and you because you are playing games. You don't have religion. You know, your religion is you are updating your religion up to you now. You are creating your own. You know. Okay. So guys, it's getting late here, and I got to go, and that's enough for today with the injection of the Quran. Download the video, share it, and thank you, Tawheed, for the comedy. You know, we laugh a lot about your God who compared himself to olive tree, but he is not olive tree. And he compared himself in the original way. He is not the same as a tree, but he is like, what the heck is that? So thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord. Islam is potato, tomato, mix, injection, Botox, you name it. So remember, my videos are for free, and download for free, and translate and add subtitle for free. But when you post them on your channel, don't forget to